What's up, everybody? It's your main man Bennett back here and again, and welcome back to the Nacho Mama's Fantasy Football League, Volume 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right. We're back here with the Week 2 Power Rankings. We've been through 2 weeks of action now, and I think we just need to get into it, as it were. There were some additional injuries. Trey Lance, Jerry Jeudy, Dalton Schultz, James Conner, Damian Harris, blah, 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 blah. So, Sasai.
Society.
Okay, here we go. We're back at it again. It's main man Bennett, and then there's also a little Quinny over here. You know what? I'm just gonna have her join us and see if that makes the video better or worse. I mean, how could it make it worse, right? Okay, so let's see. We're gonna start with the 12th place team. The 12th place team in these here rankings. I guess I should be a little quieter for the little Quinny. 12th place team in these here rankings is the Ghost of Bongtown. Okay, we're going to put you back, girl. Don't worry about it. You're good. The Ghost of Bongtown. Sang. Ghost of Bongtown is now 0-2. One of the few 0-2 teams. Nick Chubb, 30 points. Did pretty good. But Ryan Tannehill, his new name is Ryan Tanna No Thrill. Because he didn't do very good. Put up a whopping 0.88 point. Is it point or points at that point? If it's less than 1 point, is it 0.88 points? 0.88 point? What are you going to do? The absolute pain that Andrew is experiencing right now, he could have picked up any, especially after losing Dak Prescott, could have picked up any free agent quarterback like Mitch Trubisky, Daniel Jones, Cooper Rush, even Geno Smith would have won Andrew his week. Last week he lost by the largest margin. This week he lost by the smallest margin. But doesn't matter. You win, you lose. In his case, he lost. So, looks like he's trying to right the ship this week against Master Cock. More on him later. And best of luck to you, Mr. Ghost of Bongtown there, Brown Bear. So, we move on to the 11th place team. The 11th place team in these here rankings is Grand Salami time. That's right. It's Katie's team. Although Jalen Hurts put up 35 points, and she does have Tua. And Tua, with that 6 touchdown day, almost 51 points, was on her bench. And that wouldn't have changed her fate had she played Tua. But, might want to consider throwing him in the lineup depending on the matchup. This week she takes on the Winery. Looking to snatch your first win against the Winery. It's a good place to win for the visitor. For the visiting team goes to the Winery and has a pretty good time. Moving on to the 10th place team. The 10th place team in these here rankings is Kickin' It with Younghoe. That's right. Kicking It with Younghoe. My notes here include, what can we say? Samuel got the victory on the back of the smallest margin of victory that we have seen so far with 3.7 points. He and Andrew's team would have lost to anybody. Anybody would have defeated them. But they went up against each other. We still have great players like Mike Gesicki, Tom Brady, Kyle Pitts, Najee Harris, etc. Also, Carson Wentz putting up about 34 points on his bench. That's not bad. Not too bad. I'm feeling like, especially with the Mike Evans suspension and the Godwin injury and Julio Jones not really doing anything, maybe the Washington Commanders might be a better offense currently. I don't know. Tough to say. We'll move on to the ninth place team. Ninth place team in these here rankings is Chateau St. Bargles Winery. That is right. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase just really couldn't get going. I think that they'll figure it out. I'm not worried about that. Guys like Garrett Wilson with 26 points on my bench, Curtis Samuel with almost 20 points. So I could have played some other things. My notes said if I had played Gerald Everett, Curtis Samuel, and Garrett Wilson, I would have scored about 123 points, and that would have won. But I played Evan's team, and if he had played Amon-Ra St. Brown, Christian Kirk, Drake London, or like James Robinson, I think I calculated he would have scored something like 170 points. So, if you want to do the woulda, coulda, shouldas, I could have won, he could have won, he did win, and we move right along to the eighth place team. The eighth place team in these here rankings is Oside Vadago. That's right, it's Darren's team. Kyler Murray with about 28 points, and he didn't win. He's down 2 slots to the number 8 spot. Had a rough go against Tanner's team, losing by 22. But I think there are some promising things to look forward to in the future, in the far-off, distant land. We have Deebo Samuel now reunited with Jimmy Garoppolo. I think that'll be meaningful for him. Kyler Murray needs to figure out his thing. He had a fan barely graze his cheek, and now there's some police investigation going on about, is there a fan in Las Vegas that punched Kyler Murray? It's like, what a little soft little boy. It's like all the comments on the video is like, hey man, that's child abuse. It's like, you're worth like $200 and some odd million. Like a fan grazes your cheek and you call the cops. Like, what are you? Anyway, what are you going to do? We're going to move right along then to the seventh place team. What's that, Queenie? Yeah, she wants to be in the video. Seventh place team in these here rankings. It's Team Rob's. Team Rob's brother. He won. Stephon Diggs with like 40 points. I naively thought going into the Monday games I had a chance of winning. I was winning by a little bit, and Stephon Diggs went ahead and just put the kibosh on my potential victory by a large margin. I also wrote that if Evan just played his bench without a kicker and without a defense, just his bench, he would have scored about 124 points. It's pretty good. That would have beat pretty much everybody this week. This week he goes against Corey's team, Diaper Funds, and both teams are coming off of a win, which means that they want to do it again. All right, we're moving on to the sixth place team. Sixth place team in these here rankings is Master Cock. Is that scary? Did I scare you? Yeah, well, I do that sometimes. Allen's team, Tyreek Hill with about 37 points. Matt Stafford with 25. Matt Stafford, after having kind of a lousy week, I think he's kind of come back. Allen, the Cook boys could do no wrong this week. They would have beat anybody pretty much, except Michael's team would have beat anybody. More on that later. When Stafford and Tyreek Hill combine for about 62 points, you're going to have a pretty good chance of winning. Tyreek Hill looks like the real deal. And this team will go on the road again, going up against the Ghost of Bongtown. Honey, I know you want to be in the video. Here, let's get you in the video. That's right, baby. She's going to start making my picks for me because I can't be trusted. All right, so where were we? Ghost of Bongtown, blah, blah, blah. We're going to the fifth place team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth. And we have the Fancy Lads. The pinky even with the baby. Fancy Lads. We got the Tampa Bay defense was their best player. 26 points. I don't know what to tell you there. He, when your best fantasy unit is your defense, you're going to need to make some corrections. Going to need to do some work on that. But What can you say? He's still got Justin Jefferson and Patrick Mahomes, and they both kind of had a down week. That's rarely going to happen. They only have a couple down weeks all year. This week he takes on literally Packers running back room. And my notes include this week he takes on the Packers running back room this weekend and will either enable Tanner to have a little win streaky, or he'll put a stop to the Packers running back room's diabolical plans for fantasy dominance. Time will surely tell. What do you think? Who's going to win? Who's going to... okay. We move on to the fourth place team. The fourth place team in these here rankings is... It's Betta with Chedda. That's right. It's Ben's team. Lamar Jackson with almost 50 points. He had Rashad Bateman on the bench, almost scored 20. It was a true battle contest between Ben and Corey's team. A championship rematch, I should say. It went pretty close down to the wire. Corey got the victory, but I think some of the pitfall there was, Betta with Chedda, his kicker, defense, and Jerry Jeudy combined for 2.7 points. They combined for 2.7 points, Quinny. I know, it's just not good enough, she said. She said it's not good enough to win, and she's right. It's funny, though. If Ben had played Pat Freiermuth instead of Travis Kelce, which no one would do. No one would encourage him to do. But had he done it, and also if he had played Rashad Bateman instead of Jerry Jeudy, again, you wouldn't have done that. But if he had done that, I think that he would have won. I don't have the notes in front of me exactly the points, but I think it would have been close. Would have been close, or he would have won by a couple points. So, what can we say? He's got another tough opponent this week with the Limp Biscuits. Because it's getting hot. It's getting hot in this room. It's getting hot in this baby's bottom. It's getting stinky. It's getting stinky. So we move on to the third place team. Speaking of stinky diaper, it's Team Diaper Funds with the third place. Up 4 slots. Josh Allen did very well. Mike Williams showed up after not doing nothing in the first week. He got a win in that revenge game, and he scored 116 points. Josh Allen looking every bit as warranted as the number 39 overall pick in the 4th round of our draft. So, what can we say? He takes on Team Robs this week in a battle of the, hey, we both just won a game. It's time for somebody to win again. So let's go, baby. Okay. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Okay. And the second place team, inside of these, the perimeter of the rankings they're in, is literally the Packers running back room. Tanner, man. Just so, I'm thrilled. It's a thrilling thing. Didn't see it coming. Second place. How you doing? How's it going? What do you think, Queenie? Yeah, she loves it. She thinks it's great. Cooper Kupp, Aaron Jones, combining for about 56, 57 points, something like that. It's not bad. Now, is anyone really worried about this team? Yeah, see, Queenie she's not happy about it. She's not too scared of the running back room of the Packers, I don't think. But, if Russell lets ride Wilson, continues to throw picks and have single touchdown days, this team will ride or die with that let's ride Broncos offense, I think. And maybe Russell's fantasy days, the best of them, are behind us. And he will ride into the sunset, as it were. We will move on to the top team, and we all know who it is. Quincy knows who it is. Tell him, Quincy.
It's Limp Biscuits.
Well, wow, her first words. Her first words are Michael's fantasy team and also her favorite band, the Limp Biscuit. What can we say? He scored the most points of anybody this week with 151.16. Wahoo! My notes include when Jalen Waddle, Justin Himbert, not Herbert, but Himbert, and Mark Andrews, they combined for almost, 86 points? You're probably going to win. Yeah, probably going to win, Queenie. Probably going to win. Uncle Michael is a winner. Okay, so, that's just the way it is, as Tupac and Bruce Hornsby would say. With the weapons that Michael has at his disposal, every team that goes against the Limp Biscuits should be concerned, should be worried, should be crying like the baby in my arms. This week he takes on the league's reigning champion, Betta, with Chedda, and I think that's the battle of the week. That is the battle of the week. Quinny! Can I finish? You okay? You want me to finish? Okay, we're going to wrap this up. Quinny says it's time for milk. Time for some milk. Time for some milk. Okay, thanks for tuning in this week. Congratulations, Michael, one of the most points of anybody this week. And tune in next week for additional rankings. Questions, concerns, and comments, put them in the comment section below. Appreciate it. Helps me feel better about myself. My cuppeth, it overflows. So, thanks for tuning in. And, bye.